In our previous video, we were introduced to a high-tech coffee mug. It gives out personal information on the person who drinks from it, but does such technology violate a person's privacy or affect their security?
With responsibility sort of given to computers more and more in the future, what about defense against like hackers and people who...
Well, definitely. I mean, security is paramount for personal information and privacy. So HP and labs, they do spend a lot of time on privacy, and you actually look at some of the HP notebooks, right, on the commercial side and enterprise side. We actually have protect tools, and those protect tools are looking at hardware encryption as well as software encryption of your data. It even comes down to our voice messages, where you physically take something like your memory card out, and if you actually lose your device and the memory card is removed, for example, the actual device will actually, next time it tries to connect, it will actually remove itself and factory format itself to original factory state. Whilst the actual memory card holding all your information, your contacts, maybe your documents, they're also encrypted so that you cannot physically unbreak them unless you have the encryption password to unlock that. So we take security very, very important, right? Because identity theft is critical to protect against, right? And that's key.
Although there is a certain level of risk, the benefits of utilizing such technology cannot be denied.
So this would be my cup, my coffee cup. I could take this cup anywhere.
You could.
If the cafe or the outlet was outfitted with RFID capabilities, put my cup right on the bar, and the barista will go, yeah, you know what? I know what you want.
Yes.
You make my coffee for me.
Personalized. Profile, yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Now, there's some issues around privacy around this too. Now, there are ways you can use this technology that it's a bit more secure. In this case, it may not be a coffee mug which you have to try to put in your backpack or your pocket.
Yep.
It could be just a loyalty points card from this coffee shop. And that loyalty points card says to the barista or the person behind, the merchant selling the coffee to you, that, hey Brian, I drink regularly lattes and I have double espressos and I eat blueberry muffins. So that's good enough. And they can serve you out of their local cups. Okay? So that's more convenient. The other thing is around privacy, as mentioned. Now, on this chip here, we don't have enough space, which is just stuck on the bottom in this case as an example, to actually physically put your photo, your first name, your surname, all your details on here. Realistically, we've got enough space here to write a number. And that number really is actually provisioned and actually only recognised by the coffee shop's back-end applications. So it could be reading 71, and that happens to be your customer number. So if someone takes this outside and they find this information on the street, they take it and they can read this information because it's based on a standard they read the number 71. It doesn't say it's Brian, it doesn't tell you that you love double espressos, it doesn't say you love your blueberry muffins, and this is some way of protecting your privacy.
So the information actually lies with the outlet itself?
Yes, in their master database in some way. Yeah, exactly right. Okay. The other thing is, if you are worried, and say sometimes your information is written here, it says Brian De Silva, and you're really concerned, for example, this may be a product that you bought from one of the local stores, department stores, you think, well, they know that with this credit card I bought this product, you should be able to erase the information or even kill the tag. So I wonder, hopefully, some of the actual merchants will provide, when they enable RFID, a kill station. A kill station, the purpose of the kill station is to erase or kill the tag on each and every item to deassociate it from yourself. And that in itself will give you some privacy. So if we take this back now and we place it onto the actual barista counter, you'll see behind us, it can't identify who this is associated to. So there are ways and means of actually physically erasing information permanently or just temporary erasing as well.
We've got time for one last gadget before we end our tour. This little gizmo can tell whether you are male or female. What is it? Well, take a look.
Okay, so what do we have right here? I see a screen. That's all three of us are in the screen. There's two blue circles around our faces and a pink circle around hers.
This one's actually showing you, and actually what it's saying for, is to work out your gender. The whole idea is to work out, in a public place where you're actually doing digital signage or media and advertising, what gender is specifically focusing on the actual image, right? Or the actual advertisement. So you can see here, it's actually identified 2 males and 1 female, and the average time for us looking at the screen is roughly about 24 seconds.
And that concludes this episode of Bonus Stage. And we've just got one thing to say. Now we know why Cool Town is called Cool Town.